This is a press release from the Nnamdi Kanu's legal team to all media and the general public, especially to the Biafrans and every other person under the sound of our voice this day. The subject is DSS detention continues to hamper Nnamdi Kanu's right to fair trial. On the 28th of May 2024, while refusing our application to restore Nnamdi Kanu's bail in line with the ruling of the Supreme Court, the Federal High Court, presided over by Justice Binta Nyakor, entered an order modifying the conditions of counsel visitation to Mazi Kanu. This modified order was, according to the court, aimed at expanding the opportunity for Mazi Kanu's lawyers to adequately prepare him for trial in a way that would ensure that he gets a fair trial. Accordingly, the court ordered that Mazi Kanu be permitted by the DSS to meet with up to 5 of his lawyers, consulting with him as a team, not separately as was done before, and that such consultation be done in a private room at the State Security Service where Kanu is currently detained. Consequently, after duly notifying the DSS with names of the 4 lawyers billed to meet with Kanu today, the lawyers timely presented themselves at the DSS earlier today to meet with Kanu as a group or together, but the DSS refused. Insisting that the lawyers must meet with Kanu separately. To be sure, this is a flagrant disobedience of the court order. This latest development affirms the point we have been making in court, that continuing to detain Kanu at the DSS constitutes a permanent hindrance to any prospect of getting a fair trial for him. This is the reason we had filed application to either restore his bail, transfer him to prison custody, or to home detention, but the court refused all the applications. Additionally, the room where the lawyers were separately taken to meet with Kanu is an office of a senior officer of the DSS and hardly qualifies as a private room that is presumably free from any secret monitoring devices, which is the case with the interrogation room where Kanu previously met with his lawyers. Further, the court order gave leave to the lawyers to enter the books and to take notes from briefing with Mazi Kanu, but in addition to disallowing team visitation, the DSS also disallowed our entry into the room with papers and collected our eyeglasses, such that some of us could not read the provisions of the extant laws to which Mazi Kanu adverted us as crucial to preparing his defense. For the foregoing reasons, we have come to the only reasonable conclusion emanating from this anomalous situation, and that is prosecution, which is pushing for an accelerated trial, is either unserious or that it wants an accelerated kangaroo trial, lacking in any scintilla of fair play. Like we had indicated in the recent past, no criminal trial can happen where there is absence of equality of arms. In other words, the condition of detention of the defendant must be free from any hindrances to the adequate preparation of the defendant for his defense. This is an irreducible minimum strictly demanded by the Nigerian Constitution before any criminal trial can ensue. Accordingly, we hereby reiterate our unwavering determination and professional commitment to ensure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can never be subjected to a trial that is against the tenets of the Constitution. The opposite will amount to a grave miscarriage of justice, and this unethical to boot. And is unethical to boot. This is signed by Aloy, Ejimakor Esquire, for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's legal team, and read by Star News TV Biafra 1. Now we have all heard the position of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's legal team and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself, stating clearly how these DSS have violated every order given to them by the justice who presided over their case. Why is it that each time this Justice Binta Nyakor gives a directive to the DSS on what to do, they will continue, to violate such orders, and she does not want to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on bail? These people have violated his right. You give orders and they violate those orders, and still you do not want to do the right thing by releasing him on bail or even transferring him to prison. There is an undertone to all this thing. The Zoo government is doing theirs, and Ejiofor is using his wife, who is a DSS officer, to perpetrate most of the evil you are saying going on in the DSS facility. And remember, I told us all that Ejiofor is going to do everything within his power to ensure that he frustrates Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer, that's Ejimakor and the other lawyers, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has sacked him and disgraced him. And the wife of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is involved in all these shenanigans. The DOS is involved in all and that is why they are fighting tooth and nail to bring back Ejiofor. A man who is involved in the case has said, no, I do not want this person again. He is not competent enough, or he is not in my own best interest. He is not acting in my own best interest. And he laid him off. And you people are still trying every means possible to ensure that you bring him back, which is not possible anyways. Ejimakor, right on with what they are doing. Force them to do the right thing. We stand by you and with you. We will not let you down at this time. Do not mind these evil people who are fighting tooth and nail to ensure that they bring you down. Stand with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, stand by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, stand by the PM Simon Ekpa, stand by the truth. And do your job as you should do it. How can the judge direct them to create a private space for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be able to see his lawyers and see them collectively and not in bits, one after the other? And they flagrantly disobeyed this order. They rejected them to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a team, and they also did not give him a private room for them to discuss, void of any device that can tap informations. They took him to an office put that is wired everywhere with both cameras and tapping devices, audio devices. And they went further to remove their eyeglasses and reject them from taking in eyeglasses. People who have eye problems that they cannot even be able to read what they are supposed to communicate to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You could see the level of sabotage that the DSS is handing over to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And this is kudos to Ejiofor and his wife and what they are doing. And that is why the people of Biafra, anywhere you see Ejiofor, you must deal with him seriously. You must deal with him seriously. That man has caused more harm than good, and he is not permitted to come to Biafra land. Anywhere you see him in Biafra land, engage him. Engage him seriously. He has committed more harm than good. He has committed more harm than good. After becoming the eyes of Nigerian government in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case, he is now coming to fight physically, using every arsenal within his possession to fight Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. An evil man. You have been sacked by the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. That organization is controlled by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and he has laid you off. He has sacked you. Why are you still presenting yourself as the council of IPOB when the owner or the head or the founder of the IPOB has sacked you? What are you still doing? You go about presenting yourself as the lawyer to IPOB. If you want to be lawyer to Chike Dozem, say you are lawyer to Chike Dozem, or say you are lawyer to Chinasa Nworu, or say you are lawyer to Uchechi Kanu, then we are sure that these are the people you are the lawyers to. Not coming out when the leader of indigenous people of Biafra has sacked you from that position, and you still portray yourself as the IPOB, lawyer. That is you see how foolish some people can be. Anyways, we move, and we will continue to expose their abominations. We will continue to expose their activities, their illegal and wicked activities against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu until victory is assured. Thank you for listening. Always remember, it is Biafra first. Thank you.